Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jordan Still. I'm glad to see you here. Today we're going to be doing a review of a guitar sent to me by Scarred My Guitars called the Reaper. Sean from Scarred My Guitar sent me the Reaper to check out, knowing that I'm a really big Les Paul guy, and he wanted to just know my honest opinion of how I thought the Reaper stacked up against a Les Paul. I want to demonstrate for you guys all the different sounds possible on this guitar: clean, crunch, high gain, and also what it sounds like in a track. And then after all that, I'll kind of discuss some of my thoughts and opinions regarding this instrument. Before that, let's quickly go through the specs. So just like a Les Paul, mahogany body, neck, maple veneer top on this one, beautiful. Has R-Tech locking tuners, bone nut, Korean made hardware and pots, a coil split for each pickup, Sean's wife Kathy hand wound pickups. The fretboard is Jadaba, I'm not sure how to say it. It looks like ebony, it looks really nice and smooth. It's got beautiful block inlays, and probably the most important part, which is incredible to me, it's got stainless steel medium jumbo frets. Now let's hear how the Reaper sounds. Today's rig, like it always is guitar right into my MGL 50, which is basically a Marshall JMP, into the Suhr Reactive load box. And then right now I'm actually running into the Universal Audio reverb. All right, so I dialed in a relatively clean tone. I don't play overly clean, but this is pretty much as clean as I'll go. And we're on the neck pickup, full humbuckers. We'll hear how it sounds. hear the guitar in the context of a song, and then I'll discuss my thoughts. If you would like to support me and this channel, go check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. Over there, you'll find tons of great guitar lessons, all with tab, covering scales, licks, techniques, and much more. You also get early access to videos, and you can sign up for one-on-one lessons with me. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let's get back to the video. All right, now let's get down to business. How does this Scarred Reaper compare to my Les Pauls? First of all, comes out of the box, perfectly set up. The frets are in perfect shape. There's no high frets causing buzzes and things like that. He's got the action set up fantastically, so it's not like a mile high or anything like that. The neck shape has been growing on me. I'm actually used to much fatter necks. The neck is, I'd probably consider it more of a 60s Gibson style neck. It's a little bit slimmer. My Les Pauls have much fatter necks, so I've been getting used to it, and it's becoming a lot more comfortable and natural for me, which I really like. Tonally, it's very beefy and rich with tons of sustain. Probably one of the greatest improvements that Sean made to a standard Les Paul style design, in my opinion, is the headstock. Having that straight string pull, I've had zero tuning issues with this guitar. Not to mention it does have locking tuners, which makes restringing and things like that very, very easy. That straight string pull is gonna really, really help out with tuning, and I have seen absolutely no tuning problems. Another thing, the coil taps. In my opinion, not all coil taps are made equal. The coil taps in this guitar are very nice, and they sound like single coils, which is sometimes not what you find. So very, very good coil taps on tap, ready to go. I'm not like a guitar scientist to know what causes this, but one thing that I would like to improve personally is, let me demonstrate this for you. Actually, let me find a better tone. Is I'm really big on rolling down, up and down the volume knobs, and there's something scientific going on in the pots that allows for this to probably happen, and it's probably an easy fix. But nonetheless, when I roll down, I lose a little bit of that sparkle and clarity, which I know from past experience it's an easy fix. I would love to see it come out of the factory like that, ready to clean up perfectly. Let's go to the neck pickup. It almost gets kind of muffled as you roll it down. I'm a really big volume knob person, and most of my clean sound is from the volume knob, and I like to have it retain that sparkle and clarity, which right now out of the box, it doesn't do that. I think it's an easy fix, but I would love to see it come out of the factory with that. And I just realized I completely forgot to mention this earlier, and I apologize. Amazing hill joint in the back here. It's very, very comfortable. Well, it's very comfortable, the entire register of the guitar up here. Usually on a Les Paul, you can't really, 15th fret, you're really just running into a block wall. This, I mean, you have full access to all the frets. And I kind of think of what key that I'm allowed to play in. Like, usually A minor on a Les Paul is like impossible. Like pentatonic, kind of like pentatonic stuff. Like usually playing right there on a Les Paul is like you got to do some crazy maneuvering. But he must have done a lot of work on this hill joint, because it feels very, very natural and comfortable. And you can get, I could probably get up to all the way up to B minor up here. I guess I brought up the headstock as an improvement on Les Paul. That hill joint though, fantastic. Would I recommend buying this over a Gibson Les Paul? Number one, I think these go for $799, which the standard Les Paul nowadays is like $3,000 or more. Competitive price wise, we're probably more in the Epiphone range, and this 100% surpasses any Epiphone I've played. I also have an Epiphone that I actually want to compare this to in a future video. Compared to that Epiphone or this, it's like this is way better than an Epiphone. Compared to a Gibson, I do think this plays as good and sounds as good as a Gibson Les Paul that you'd buy for like $2,000 to $3,000. So final conclusion, if you're looking for the best bang for your buck and you're thinking about Epiphones, maybe a Gibson, this quality-wise, play-wise, sound-wise, reliability-wise is certainly better than Epiphone. And it really just comes down to if you're just trying to get a name brand $3,000 guitar or if you're going for just the quality. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you guys again later.